This is not a book about giving up. Let me say that again, clearly, because it matters. This is not permission to stop trying. It is not an excuse to sit on the couch and wait for the world to come to you. It is not nihilism dressed up in softer language. This book is about one specific thing: the relationship between effort and outcome. And the quiet, uncomfortable truth that those two things are not as connected as we've been told they are. Effort matters. Of course it does. Effort is how you show up. It's how you engage with your own life. It's the thing that is entirely, completely, undeniably yours. The one thing no amount of circumstance can take away from you. But effort does not guarantee outcome, not even close. And the gap between those two things, between doing everything right and actually getting the result, is filled by something that most people spend their entire lives refusing to look at directly: circumstance. Not luck, exactly. Luck implies a single roll of the dice, one moment, one chance, one break. Circumstance is bigger than that. It's the accumulation of 1,000 small, invisible factors: timing, proximity, the mood of a stranger, the alignment of events, that create the conditions in which some people's efforts become visible and others don't. This book looks at that, honestly, without flinching and without apology. It isn't a complaint. It isn't an excuse. And it isn't a reason to be bitter about the people who succeeded while you didn't. Those people aren't your enemy. They're just as caught in the web of circumstance as you are. Some of them know it, most of them don't. The ones who don't are the ones who built the story, the myth, really, that hard work is all it takes. And they believe it, genuinely, because from where they're standing, it looks true. They worked hard, things worked out. Therefore, working hard is why things worked out. But that's not logic. That's survivorship bias, the invisible error of drawing conclusions only from the people who made it and ignoring the equally talented, equally hard-working people who didn't. Survivorship bias is everywhere. It's in every success story you've ever read, every interview with someone who made it, every documentary about a person who built something from nothing. The story is always told from the winner's perspective, because the losers don't get documentaries. They don't get interviews. They get silence. And that silence makes it seem like there aren't many of them. Like the people who didn't make it are rare exceptions, the ones who just didn't try hard enough, when in reality, they're the majority. The vast, quiet majority who did everything right and still didn't get the outcome. This book is about seeing the whole picture, not just the winners. But everyone, a word before we go further, because it's worth naming. As you read this book, you might feel something shift inside you, not dramatically. Not like a thunderbolt or a revelation, more like something loosening. A tightness you've been carrying, without realizing you've been carrying it, beginning very slightly to release. That feeling, if it comes, is worth paying attention to. It's the feeling of hearing, for the first time, something that part of you has suspected all along, but never had permission to believe. The part of you that always wondered, is it really about me? Is it really because I'm not good enough? Or is it about something else? Something bigger, something I can't control. That part of you has been quiet for a long time, buried underneath the louder voice that says, of course it's about you. What else could it be? This book is going to let that quieter voice speak. And when it does, listen to it, because it knows something that the louder voice doesn't. If you want to hear more, please like and subscribe.